When you form a corporation or an LLC and you operate it, you do whatever you do with it. You own real estate and keep it in that LLC. You have a business that's operating with team members or whatever it is. At some point, most of those projects will come to an end. And as they come to an end, the question is, what do I do now with my LLC or my corporation? Do I just ignore it? Do I have to do something legally? Does it cost a lot of money? Is it complicated? Like, what's the deal? What do I do with it? This will probably be a pretty short episode, but it's a critically important one. Let's talk about dissolving your corporation or LLC. Just like there's a system for forming it and getting the state to acknowledge that you're there and you're in business. This is your name and your business, and here's what you're doing. Here's who the owners are. Here's who the directors are, etc. The state wants to know all of that. Now, as you get to the end of the life of that business and you know you're going to shut down, some people will just sort of stop, just kind of ignore it, just kind of pretend it's over with now because they've closed their bank account, they've pulled out whatever, they sold the furniture, whatever. But the company is still in some state of life with the state. And that's not good. That's not good for a number of reasons. The right way to do this is to, just like you went to the state to form the entity, now you go back to the state, and there are forms, every state has a form, to formally dissolve the company. Dissolving the company means you're saying, as of this date, everything's been finished off, we've paid whatever fees were due, we filed the final report, and the business is now officially closed. And that is now set in stone with the Secretary of State of that particular state. They acknowledge, yep, it's closed as of this date. Part of the reason that you want to do that is because if there are things that come back, like late billing or late demands on the company, if the business is officially closed, dissolved, and closed out, and somebody comes after that date, well, they're kind of just too bad for them. Whereas if you've just left it open, even it's gone for a couple of years, now it's no longer in good standing, but it still shows that it's got a life. Well, those things can come back to be resolved with you as the owner. You have to still deal with them because the company is still alive. The other thing is, when you set a clear date and you do a formal dissolution with the state, it identifies, okay, now we closed our bank accounts. Oh, now we've paid all the taxes due. We've met all the obligation. This is finished, so that there is no ambiguity that can come back to the former owners of that company. And I'm assuming, as you're listening to me, that means you. What you don't want is, after the company's been closed down, you don't want to leave any chink in your armor, any little break in the wall, litigation or taxes or fees or fines or anything to come back and hit you in the pocketbook, hit you in the requirement to go get some accounting or legal compliance help so that you can now wrap up something in the back. You don't want there to be anything that comes in and sort of surprises you at the end. And that's why it's so critical to go through the steps to formally dissolve the company, give a clear end date, a clear finality on your tax obligations, a clear finality on your banking. It's just, as of this date, it's done. That way, the business can die, you can go on to your next adventure, and never the twain shall meet. That's how you wrap something up at the end. I hope that was highly valuable to you. If you're still wanting some guidance, some handhold or whatever, you can look at a variety of other resources that are out there, or you can write to me at aaronyoung@laughlinusa.com, and our team will help you figure out how to dissolve that company, get it done quickly, get it done right, very cost effectively, get it done. Make sure you've put it to bed the right way so it can be done forever and you can move on to the next thing. Hey, and if you're enjoying the show, please make sure that you review the show, that you share the podcast, you subscribe to the podcast, but do what you can to support that. That helps the algorithms make sure that we're getting this out in front of as many eyeballs as possible, or ear holes as possible. Anyway, setting up a company right, running a company right, and finishing and dissolving the company right are all elements of magnifying your wealth. So until next time, I'm Aaron Young. I look forward to seeing you on the next show.